Ano nga ba ang tamang paraan para i-manage ito?
So, one way is CBT, yung cognitive behavioral therapy. So, cognitive behavioral therapy, it's a form of psychological therapy that focuses on how our thoughts, our feelings, and behaviors are connected. Alright? So, with that, malalaman natin kung ano ba yung mga thoughts na nagkakos ng distress or negative emotions. And in turn, it could help you, find healthier ways to cope instead of relying on food. So that's one way. And of course, others talaga that would need pharmacological therapy, which could be medications. May mga practical CBT tools that they can use naman at home. One is being aware muna if you're an emotional eater. And what type? Ano yung nag-trigger usually for you to eat? Okay? And then next is yung learning to differentiate talaga if it's physical hunger or emotional hunger. And then 3, before giving into the hunger, you can maybe delay it, take a 5-minute pause. Or if 5 minutes is too much, maybe 1 minute. And then reflect, ask yourself, am I really hungry? Do I really need food right now in my stomach? What could be the reason that I'm looking for food? So, yung time na yun that you're putting it off, diba? It's time for you to reflect. And also, nadi-distract ka na. So, if you're not really physically hungry, pwedeng mawala yung hunger na yun. And also, you are becoming more aware of your triggers. So, you can even post a note on your refrigerator. So, ayun yung mga questions. Am I hungry? Do I really need to eat? And then you can write also your answers for you to become more aware, of the possible triggers na nagkakos ng cravings mo. And then next is modifying your environment. If you know, for example, na natitrigger ka, yung cravings natitrigger when you watch, for example, something, when you see social media posts about food, then you can minimize your exposures to it. Next is, if you know na yung sarili mo, you tend to reach for chocolates, for junk food, then maybe you can modify your environment by not buying a lot of those. So, you don't have to necessarily deprive yourself. Okay? So, pwedeng kontian mo lang yung bibilhin mo.
So, another one is regulation ng sleep, no? Aiming for proper amount of sleep per day, 6 to 8 hours. Siyempre, nakakatulong din daw yan sa mga pag-decrease natin ng cravings and hunger. Kasi, pag deprive tayo ng sleep, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga changes dun sa mga hormones, then that also affects our hunger and fullness, no? Next is also, syempre, diet itself, no? So, proper types of food can also help decrease yung mga cravings natin. Usually, higher protein intake, higher fiber intake can also address these cravings, no? And then, of course, ang pinaka-important is keeping it out of sight to keep it out of mind. Parang gano'n, no? Parang hindi mo hanapin yung mga pagkain na kinikrave mo para hindi mo siya isipin or hindi mo siya masyadong kakainin para hindi mo siya hahanapin lalo. So once you avoid this food or avoid these cravings, hindi na siya mapapatungan pa or hindi siya dadami pa.
So especially this coming holidays, cravings, it's okay. We don't also want people to judge themselves when they crave. We don't want them to have a negative relationship with food. So it's okay to give in once in a while with your cravings. But, you satisfy your cravings and then move on. It's not like, ayun na yung nagpapaandar sa buhay mo, no? It's not that it's consuming too much of your time. So once in a while, it's okay to give in to your cravings. But if it's too much, it's uncontrollable, and it's detrimental to your health already, then maybe it's time to reflect on what's really triggering it. And if you need, help from the mental health professionals, you are welcome to approach us.